Okay, Taurus, this is your October reading, all right? Let's see what's going on for you for the month of October. I feel like a lot of you are grieving a loss of some sort. It's important that you say goodbye, all right? For some of you, this may have been the physical death or transition of a person with the death card here. But I feel like a lot of you are actually being reborn. A lot of you are actually moving on to a new cycle in your life. And towards the beginning of October, you may not be able to see this in the flesh, all right? There may have been a lot of things that the universe forced you to let go of. A lot of people, a lot of energies, perhaps a job, perhaps friendships or associations that in the past defined you, okay? So you're in this lost stage coming into October. But this isn't going to last for long, okay? Here with the Ten of Pentacles, I do see that you are recovering from this loss represented by the Knight of Cups in reverse. You may feel sort of empty coming into October at first. You may feel like you see everyone with a couple, you see everyone in love or in a partnership, and you're not, okay? And it kind of might, be tempting to allow yourself to be brought down by this sort of energy. But what you're feeling as an energy of loss really needs to be an energy of release, because what the universe is doing is, it's just like when you do a cleanse. When you first do a cleanse, all you have to do is eliminate at first. And you have to eliminate before the new positive energy comes in, before you see the benefits of that cleanse. Okay, so here with the Ten of Pentacles, towards the middle to the end of October, I do see you recovering from these losses. Okay, I actually see fulfillment coming in for you. So what was happening is that the old dead energies had to be swept away before the new could come in for you. I also see the Six of Cups here. So you are going to be gaining, especially towards, the middle to the end of October. You may find yourself even gaining weight as you become happier. You may find yourself with your favorite treats around, really treating yourself effortlessly. It's not even that you're going to get up and say, okay, I'm going to treat myself today. It's just going to be an energy of reward in October for you. You're going to really be in that energy and in tune with that energy of receiving. With this Ace of Pentacles, this is just, capitalizing on the energy that's already there. You may receive a raise, you may get a second job, but I do see you with the overflow of money and of the feeling of fulfillment in the month of October. So here we have the Seven of Wands. I see you fighting for your freedom. A lot of you may have those energies that you lost. Maybe people turned their back on you, or maybe people left your life. And I do see some of them trying to come back. However, you're going to say no, because if you weren't there with me getting it in the mud, why are you here now? Okay, so I do see you, even there might be some jobs that underpaid you in the past, and that left you on unemployment that then invite you back. And you're going to politely say no. Okay, so I do see you allowing those things that are lost to actually be gone. I do see you actually fighting for this feeling of freedom. And what was once a feeling of loss for you is actually going to turn into this very liberating feeling of freedom that allows you to receive what you deserve, to receive more. Okay, so I also see this Justice card. Karma is just bringing you what you deserve. This year, Taurus, you've been good to people. You've even been overly good to some people. And those people are going to miss you as you leave their life. Taurus, you're known for loyalty. You are the one that to be people's bedrock, to stick by people. And people may not always appreciate you when you're there, but they definitely miss you when you're gone. Okay? And I do see you really sticking by this energy that's being effortlessly brought into your life to just do right by yourself. And it's not even going to be that you have to walk away from anyone, because those energies will have already walked away from you. They'll already be gone out of your life. For a lot of you, these are people that the universe basically said enough is enough to and shut the door on for you. Okay, you really didn't have to do much. Okay, the universe shut the door and turned the key. And it's just up to you that when you hear them knocking, that you walk away from the door, you make yourself something nice in the kitchen, you light a blunt, and you go to bed and put in some music in your bedroom. Okay, this is the energy that you're in. of just receiving the things that you deserve, that karma has coming to you. A lot of people think of karma as bad, but karma can also be good. And Taurus, you have a lot of good karma that you're going to be in the energy of receptivity to during the month of October, okay? This is going to mark a period in your life where you're going to accumulate positive things, okay? And it's going to be up to you as you accumulate this money to save in it and to invest, so that when you do see seasons where you're not receiving as much, that you still have some money left over for a rainy day, all right, from what you're receiving currently. So I also see the Eight of Swords. So any relationships that made you feel as if you were in captivity, that made you feel as if you were bound, you are going to feel yourself feeling quite free from this in the month of October. You are going to be feeling like it feels so good to have those chains off of you, to not have those people calling and texting your phone, to not always have to run to someone's beck and call, okay? We also have here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, you know, again, in the beginning of the month of October, you may not be financially at your best, but the universe wants you to keep a positive mindset. The universe wants you to be grateful for those things that you do have. So don't be tempted to get depressed about this. You may feel a little down in the dumps. You may not have that extra spending money that you're used to having, okay? But I do see this coming to an end for you in mid to late October, especially here with the Eight of Pentacles. You will be accumulating finances as well as just positive energy. You're going to have an influx of positive energy that you haven't had in a while, Taurus, because you are used to being the positive energy in people's life. You are used to being the one to always give. You're the giver, okay? But this season, because you're always the giver, you know, some of you may have even wondered, well, when's my turn? When do I get to actually receive the fruits of my labor? You may have seen a lot of losses and felt sort of stuck. And this is coming to an end in October. So you're finally going to be receiving the fruits of your labor. Even if it's not directly, you know, you might put your work in at a job and they may never pay you that overtime that they were supposed to pay you. But the universe sees all, okay? And this is also going to be a spiritual lesson for you, that your hard work does not go unnoticed, okay? So you are going to have a lot of trust built. You're going to have a lot of trust that increases between you and the universe. You're going to trust the universe a lot more because you were starting to feel very taken for granted, Taurus. But you're going to see from what happens to you in October, from receiving this good energy, this financial influx, from receiving all these good energies this month, you're going to really see that, even though people may not acknowledge you, God will always acknowledge you, the universe will always acknowledge you, and that you don't have to wait on people to reward you for your hard work, okay, for your strength of character. Those things might be things that you feel like goes overlooked by people. But guess who doesn't overlook that? Karma. Karma sees everything that you do and will reward you accordingly, okay? And for those of you who were done wrong by someone, this is also something that does not go overlooked by karma, okay? So those people might come knocking at your door in November because they're finally also reaping the rewards of what they did not do, and they want your good energy back, okay? But it's up to you, again, to ignore their knocks at the door. Go cook something nice for yourself in the kitchen, light that blunt, and wait for them to get tired of knocking. Because if they didn't appreciate you in their past, they're not going to appreciate you now, all right? So we do have the High Priestess here in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Sun in reverse. So this is speaking to energies of what's going to be how you feel in the beginning of October, okay? And here I do see that you'll be second guessing a lot of your decisions. You may have chosen to walk away from something, okay? You may have chosen to walk away from something that was benefiting you in a way but draining you in others, okay? And your intuition told you to walk away. And you either did not listen to your intuition and you haven't walked away yet, and that's still draining you, and it'll be something that you do walk away from in October. Or on the other side of this, you may still feel like there is a loss energetically in some way from walking away from whatever you did walk away from. This may have been a person, this may have been a maternal mother figure, this may be a job that you benefited from financially, and you may feel like, why did I ever walk away from that? That was all I had. However, there is going to be benefits from walking away. You are still going to be financially stable. This person did not have good intentions for you here with the Ten of Swords, and you absolutely did the right thing by walking away, okay? So we also have here the Queen of Cups in reverse. You may be in a lot of depressed energies, especially towards the beginning of the month, but do not let this get the best of you. Feel your feelings, get a little latte and move on. Do something to treat yourself. Do something to make yourself feel good, okay? Make a bubble bath for yourself. Get yourself something warm and cozy, a little blanket to wrap up in. Watch some Netflix, get some popcorn, pet your cat, take your dog for a walk, play with your puppy. Whatever it is you do, Taurus, that helps you to feel more emotionally fulfilled. And get yourself up and out of this energy because you don't deserve to feel this way, all right? So I also have for you here the Four of Cups. And again, you may have some see, the thing about you, Taurus, is that you're a very loyal individual, all right? So you may start to feel regretful at walking away from these people. You may feel like other people's well-being is your responsibility. This is a codependent habit that it's important that you get out of, okay? For a lot of you, Taurus, you're the type of person that you take responsibility for other people's well-being. That's a cycle that needs to end. This is why you feel depressed, because you're letting other people's energy attach to you. So I would take a salt bath, all right, and I would get rid of that. I would literally cut the cord here with the Two of Swords. You need to cut your cord, your attachment emotionally to certain people, okay? You're very emotionally open. You're a very sensitive sign. You're naturally very nurturing. People tend to attach to people like you and then tend to drain you, okay? So it is not your responsibility. Other people's life is not your responsibility. In order to get out of this depressed feeling that is represented here by the Queen of Swords, you're going to need to cut the cord to a lot of people. Because in reality, they can take care of themselves, okay? And you no longer want to be used. We also have here the Knight of Swords. So in the future, you want to make sure that you are being very impartial in your relationships. You need to start being very cut and dry with people so that this doesn't happen again. You need to hold people responsible for their actions and not overlook them, because you have a way of seeing the best in people sometimes, Taurus, especially those whose well-being you are concerned about or that you care about, okay? So you might be feeling as if you start really holding people responsible for their own lives, basically. Don't be afraid to be cut and dry with people. Get some of that air sign energy in there, okay? When people say, oh, well, I was expecting you to help me cook dinner. Why can't you cook it for yourself? I'm going out. Okay, well, I just wanted to talk to you because I feel really down. Well, sweetie, I can't today. I have things to do. I'm sorry. Make people feel responsible for themselves, okay? Take that weight off of your shoulders because it's not your burden to carry, all right, Taurus? With a lot of you with this Four of Swords, it is up to you to be inactive in these people's lives. When people start to drain you, a very easy way, Taurus, this is your time to learn about boundaries, okay? So with this Four of Swords here, an easy way to draw boundaries to people is to do nothing. Not every call requires a response. Not every text message requires a response. Just because someone yells out to you doesn't mean you have to respond back, okay? And no reply is a reply. So after a while, people will get the hint. Especially if you're the type of person that when you interact with people, people like to get a reaction out of you. They want to say something knowing that you'll feel like you have to say something back, or they'll be waiting, for your reply, all right? To draw energy from that because they just want your attention. So this is a very easy way to just draw a boundary. Say nothing. Do nothing. After a while, these people will get tired of when they're the ones putting out the energy and they're not getting anything back from you. They'll stop, because if they're here to drain you, once they realize they can't drain you anymore, they're going to stop trying, okay? So, Taurus, that is your October reading, all right? If you want to get a personal reading from me, you can always email me at the email down below, highpriestess333@gmail.com. Make sure that you do like this video, comment on what you're looking forward to in the month of October, what's happening for you in the month of October, and make sure to subscribe so that you get notifications to all of my videos, my pick-a cards, and other things that I put up as well. Make sure you subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested in more personalized readings. Okay, I'm going to have pick a card readings for every sign coming up on my Patreon, as well as lessons if you do want to read tarot for yourself. Okay, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that too. So make sure that you stick by, that you subscribe for notifications. And thank you so much for tuning in for your reading, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.